morning, Colts. I'm Alexa.
And I'm Nicholas, and this is KTV for Thursday, March 17th, 2022.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, Colts. I'm sure we're all very excited for a traditional Irish dinner tonight. But do you know the history of the holiday?
I don't. Can you explain it to me?
St. Patrick was born in 387 into a Breton family, and then, as a teenager, he was kidnapped and forced into slavery. He escaped when he was 22 and eventually became a priest.
One part I do know is how he went back to Ireland to teach the people what he had learned.
Yup. And in the beginning, St. Patrick's Day was only a holiday in Ireland. They had started the tradition of wearing green for the Ireland flag, but as time went on, it spread to the United States.
But how did the leprechaun become a thing?
Well, leprechauns were a tale in the 8th century. They were known as tiny water dwellers. Yet, the only connection between leprechauns and St. Patrick was that they're both part of history in Ireland.
Hey, on the topic of leprechauns, let's go to the weather to see if we'll see any rainbows this week.
Thanks, Nick. Hey, Colts. Welcome to the weather studio. For today's weather, we will have a high of 62 and a low of 40. Hey, Alan. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Butter.
Butter who?
Butter, bring an umbrella because it's looking like it's going to rain this weekend.
Oh my God.
You don't like my weather puns? That's just cold.
That's it. I'm leaving. Bye.
Anyways, this Saturday we will have a high of 57 and a low of 36, with a high chance of rain. However, this Sunday we'll have a break in the weather, being pretty sunny with a high of 65 and a low of 39. Now for some weather history. In 1892, a winter storm in the southwestern and central Tennessee produced 26.3 inches of snow at Riddleton and 18.5 inches at Memphis. It was the deepest snow on record for those areas. Now for my final weather joke. What is the worst type of weather to hire for a job? Lightning, because it's always on strike. That's it for Weather Colts. Now back to Alexa and Nick in the KTV studio.
Thanks, Maddie. Looks like we won't see rainbows today, but maybe on the weekend.
Okay, this is it, Colts. Today's the last day to get your Decades dance ticket. Bring your permission slip and $5 to the leadership window at lunch today so you can dance with your friends tomorrow.
Now let's learn some science. Have you heard of an axolotl? They're pretty fascinating. Check it out.
Hey everyone, today we're going to learn about the axolotl. The axolotl is one of the most interesting animals because they have extraordinary regeneration abilities. Their origins are from Mexico. To be exact, it's from the Valley of Mexico. The Aztecs thought the axolotls were a reincarnation from the god Xotl, the god of lightning and fire. So they built shrines and temples to worship them. They even built their own private lake. Now for some facts. The axolotl never grew up to be an adult in their lake because there wasn't any predators and nothing could attack them. So they remained a baby. They also come in different colors such as pink, brown, gray, yellow, blue, which is the rarest, and white. However, when the Spanish came to conquer, they drained the lake and killed almost all of them. There are now approximately 1,000 axolotls left in the wild, but you can still see them in Mexico by the lake of Xochimilco. But if you want to see them and you don't want to travel, you can always rely on the internet.
That's one more reason to visit Mexico. I would love to see an axolotl in the wild. Thanks for that science lesson, Ricardo.
And now let's head over to the sports corner with Marissa.
Thanks, Alexa. Today is the first track meet of the season. Events start at 3:30 today at Casa Grande High School. Good luck, Colts. In sports history, did you know that the first Olympic race was in Greece in 776 BC? The track was 600 feet long, vastly different from today's standards. For today's standard track of 400 meters, which is about 1,312 feet. Also, from sports history, on this day in 2010, Michael Jordan became the majority owner of the Charlotte Bobcats. By doing so, He became the first ex-player to have a majority ownership of an NBA team. Also, since we're on the topic of basketball, here's a fun fact. Did you know that Jordan was fined $5,000 by the NBA every time he wore his shoes because the shoes broke the team's uniform rules due to the color? Wow, that's a serious punishment for a dress code offense. Now back to Nick and Alexa in the KTV studio.
Thanks, Marissa. In lunch news, today's menu includes enchiladas, pupusas, hot dogs, and a hoagie turkey ham and cheese sandwich.
Have you heard the expression pay it forward? I know sometimes I have to pay someone back, but what does it mean to pay something or someone forward? Let's find out.
Kindness can mean different things to different people. The meaning is up to how you choose to show it. You can show kindness through empathy, acceptance, kind gestures, and thoughtfulness. It's entirely up to you. Kindness might look like being helpful. For instance, if you see someone struggling to do something, you can go help out. Another form of kindness is showing empathy. One way to show empathy is just by listening to someone, recognizing their feelings, and helping them deal with these feelings. It may mean doing nice things without expecting nice things in return. Little things like sharing a bite of food with someone that doesn't have any. Little things can make a big difference. These are all ways to demonstrate kindness. Kindness is like a chain. When someone is kind to you, don't you just want to make someone else feel the same way you did? This is called paying it forward. And this is a great way to spread kindness through your community. One small kind act can cause a ripple effect that impacts an entire community. So try it, pay it forward, and help spread kindness.
I know that's true. If someone was kind to me, it would change my whole mood, and I'd more likely to be kind to someone else. Let's see how we can impact the climate here at Kenilworth with a chain of kindness. Thanks for the inspiration, Logan.
That's it for today, Colts. Have an amazing St. Patrick's Day, pay forward some kindness, and buy your dance tickets.
And that's KTV.